happens when only one conjoined twin wants to be separated. My sister and I shared a liver and part of our ribcage for 16 years. The monthly check started arriving when we were 3, $8,000 from the University Medical Center, $5,000 from a rare conditions research fund, smaller amounts from medical journals that bought our imaging scans. Mom quit her second job the day we became longitudinal study subjects. She kept a spreadsheet of our worth, updating it after every appointment. By the time we were 10, we'd been in 17 medical papers. Vanessa loved when the researchers called us special. I memorized the exit locations in every hospital we visited. When Dr. Lauren said separation was finally possible, I felt my first real hope in years. Vanessa's nails dug into our shared ribs. "We're not doing it," she announced, her voice shaking. "I'll die without you. My organs won't remember how to work alone." Mom's hand tightened on the renewal forms from the Pediatric Anomaly Institute. $75,000 for another year of quarterly evaluations. "The girls aren't ready for such a traumatic change," she told Dr. Lauren smoothly, but I hadn't said anything. That night, Vanessa pressed her forehead against mine. 60% of separated twins experience organ failure, she whispered. Mom showed me the studies. I'd seen those same studies. They were from the 1980s, about twins who shared hearts. We only shared a liver, some ribs, minor vessels, nothing that couldn't be divided, nothing that would kill us. Vanessa knew this too. I'd seen her Google searches. "The basement door locked from the outside now, just until you stop upsetting your sister," Dad said, installing the deadbolt. Vanessa had started hyperventilating whenever I mentioned surgery, clutching at her chest, claiming she couldn't breathe. The research team was paying triple for stress response data in conjoined pairs. Every panic attack was another data point worth hundreds. I started keeping track of everything. 3 ongoing studies, 6 medical conferences a year where we were presented, a monthly feature in the Congenital Conditions Quarterly. Last year alone, we'd been flown to 14 universities for grand rounds. At each one, Vanessa glowed while telling our story. "We're not two people," she'd say, gripping my hand until my fingers went numb. "We're one person who happens to have 2 minds." The medical students would scribble notes. The checks would clear. I'd smile until my face hurt. "What will happen to me?" Vanessa whispered in the dark, her breath hot against my ear. "When we're apart, who will remind me to breathe? Who will make sure my heart keeps beating?" She'd trained herself to match my breathing perfectly, to sync our heartbeats when she pressed close. Sometimes I'd hold my breath just to see if she'd notice. She always did. "See?" she'd gasp. "I need you." But once, when she thought I was sleeping, I heard her breathing normally, independently, for hours. 3 months until we turned 18. Mom had already committed us to a 5-year study on psychological adaptation in adult conjoined twins. The contract specified we'd only be paid if we remained connected. Dad showed it to me like a threat. Vanessa had started sleeping with her arm wrapped around our connection point, whimpering if I shifted in the night. "Practice being alone," I told her once. She didn't speak for 3 days, just hummed the same 4 notes over and over until I begged her to stop. The separation surgery had a 98% success rate for cases like ours. I'd memorized the statistics, hidden the printouts under our mattress. Vanessa found them and ate the pages, one by one, while maintaining eye contact. "Now the lies are gone," she said, paper between her teeth. The ink stained her lips blue for days. That night she told our parents I was trying to kill her. Mom installed a baby monitor in the basement. "For your safety," she explained, but it only turned on when Vanessa cried. And Vanessa had learned to cry on command. Huge, gasping sobs that shook both our bodies. "She wants to cut me away," she'd wail. "She wants to leave me empty." 2 months and 23 days until freedom. Unless Vanessa figured out what I was planning. Unless she found the phone I'd hidden, the messages to Dr. Lauren, the emancipation paperwork I filled out 1 letter at a time while she slept. She'd started taking sleeping pills, crushing them into our shared dinner so we'd both go under. But I'd learned to make myself throw up silently, quickly, before the drugs hit my system. "Together forever," Vanessa murmured in her drugged sleep, her fingers twisted in my hair, just like Mom promised. The basement walls were covered in her drawings now, 2 girls with 1 shadow, hearts connected by red crayon veins. In every picture, 1 girl was smiling. The other had no face at all. I'd already chosen which one I'd be. Full story on channel, link below.